everybody, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot, and this is the full moon reading for the sign of Pisces. All right, so we're going to get right into it with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck and pull your animal spirit out for this full moon period. It's been quite interesting to do these full moon readings. A lot of the same animal spirits have been coming up. The crow, the hummingbird, the bee. Okay, so let's see what's going on for our lovely Pisces. Water energy. Very deep psychic sign. I'm not using any flyers or flippers for this. Okay, this is a full moon reading. I'm going to wait for the animal to come through. For our lovely Pisces, show me the animal spirit for our Pisces. Full moon time. This May 2019. What's the spirit that's coming with them, aiding them, by their side, supporting them? What's the animal spirit that they're exhibiting, embodying right now during this full moon May period? Okay, show me. All right, my lovely Pisces, your card, animal spirit is the beaver. Water energy. At the bottom of the deck, you have the lamb. All right, earth energy, the lamb. Innocence, virtue. The lamb is all about virtue. Purity, right? Being pure, being honest, being virtuous, kind. Vulnerable, right? The lamb is vulnerable, right? And the beaver, beautiful energy as well. This is water energy, actually. The beaver working and living underwater. The beaver is a tenacious animal. Their overall agenda, their main focus in life is to protect and care for their family, right? The beaver is all about the family. They will work on a task. You know, they're not not so inspirational, coming up with, new or inventive ideas, but they will work on a task until it is done. And they will work tirelessly to make sure that their family has comfort, has everything that they need, that they're protected. All right, so in that way, even though it is a water element animal, there is a kind of earthy element to it. But that's perfect for you, Pisces, being water element yourselves. Alright, so let's get your cards out from the Deviant Moon deck for this full moon reading, Pisces, for May. What's going on for our lovely Pisces this full moon, May 2019? Give me a clear reading, a clear message for our lovely Pisces who are tuning in tonight. These full moon readings go, the timeline is next 2 to 4 weeks, at least the next new moon, if not the next full moon. That's the timeline for the message and the energies. Okay. All right, here we go. Show me what's going on with Pisces. Take each card in turn. All right, and in the center, we've got, upside down, the deck is upside down. 2 of discs, 8 of discs crossing. All right, I don't really read reversals. Well, I do read them, but they come up very rarely because I do clear my decks between all readings. However, reversals do come up. And when they come up, it just means that that card definitely reversed for that shuffle, right? For that meditative shuffle, okay? Now at the bottom of the deck, we have 3 of discs gained, working together, working in concert, right? Works. 3 of discs is works, right? Being recognized for your work, right? Working as part of a group, But there's another message inherent in that as well, and we'll get to that. Here at the center, we have the Two of Discs. So right now, Two of Discs, you're doing a balancing act, right? You're balancing a lot of, two heavy responsibilities at least, right? 2 lives, it can be, right? In this deck, it's a dancer, right? So she's dancing between the two. She's adept at it. She doesn't seem as though she's out of control. She's in control of both discs, right? And she's doing a dance between the two. So it's not so much a juggling act like it is in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, but here she's dancing between the two. So it seems to indicate some ease here, right? There's ease. There's adeptness. There's, she seems to know what she's doing. Right? And also you have 8 of Discs here. And this is also labor, working, continuing to labor away, perfecting your craft, right? Being focused on your craft. Being focused on the work that you have to do, being diligent, not giving up, continuing, putting the nose to the grindstone. So it's like you're working hard and you're working on a lot of stuff right now, Pisces. You're definitely juggling 2 lives or 2 responsibilities. Oh yeah, that's right. I put these out upside down. So, okay, so you have the moon at the bottom. So you're feeling quite the moon. I mean, this is your card, right, Pisces? This is your energy, moon energy. So it's very much like you're in your element. You're in your kind of like very, I don't want to say foggy, but you're in your kind of psychic phase. You're in your introspection. You're daydreaming a lot right now. Could be because of all of this work that you're doing, that underneath of it, there's a lot of dreaming that you're doing. Pisces tend to dream a lot. 8 of Cups, what are you dreaming about? Yeah, so what are you daydreaming about? Sorry for the little quick cut there. Are you daydreaming about relationships, right? So because here you're coming from a place where you've kind of turned away from some of the relationships. You're done with what you're used to. You're done with the shallow relationships that you've been having. If they, I believe that that's what it is, that they're shallow. I would say that because, a deep relationship, a loving relationship, if that's what you want. But it's not satisfying. Whatever these cups are not satisfying. 8 of Cups talks about moving on. You're wiser. Look, she's covered in a robe in the traditional color red of wisdom, right? You understand more what you want now, right? And you don't want what you've had before. Right? And it's as well, along with that, it's been a lot of anxiety. I think this is where the moon is coming in. This is what happens to Pisces when you are anxious, right? You definitely get into your daydreamy phase. You start to fantasize a lot. I have Mars in Pisces myself, and I definitely do that. You've had a lot of anxiety recently, Pisces. You've had a lot of sleepless nights, worrying about things. I'm not quite sure. We have to go through the story. It could be about these relationships. It could be about work. Work is at the center of the reading. Star, you have a wish fulfillment here above these cups. I think it is to do with love, with your relationships right now. You have a wish fulfillment. Work is going well. This is the thing at the center. It seems like work is going well. Yes, you're juggling a lot right now. Do you have to make a decision? That's not inherent here with the 2. The 2 is, just shows your ability to take on more responsibilities as well, right? 2 of this, it's taking on more responsibility in your material world, and you're doing it adeptly, especially with the 8 of Cups there. You're really mastering it. But here there's disappointment and anxiety, and there's a wish. You're really trying to manifest a certain reality, and here we have a reversal. So this card did indeed come in reversed, and it's the 7 of Wands, right? 7 of Wands talks about, losing your way, being attacked from all sides in the way, being, you see this, it's kind of like this character is like attacked, right? It's being surrounded by these wands and trying to get out, but it's reversed. So you're cutting through a lot of you're cutting through a lot of the forces, right, that you've been having to deal with that may have caused some of this anxiety. Because Seven of Wands right side up indicates having to battle, having to stand your ground. And in reverse, it kind of seems as though this energy is dissipating, right? You're kind of, you're not feeling it you're not feeling as attacked anymore as you were, right? You're not feeling as pressured, right? I think you were going through a lot of pressure before, and it's starting to release, and that's like a big deal for you, right? Still, that anxiety has left has left you affected. Lovers, yeah. Yeah, I think you're definitely, you have the Lovers card here, so it's about love. Yeah, you're wanting a love, a deeper a connection, right? I believe you're walking away from, and I think you've left an area or in your life, you've kind of walked away from that has been a source of strife for you. You've kind of just cut it off, right? Mentally, physically, you've cut it off. No discussion, no nothing. You've just walked away from it because you just can't. It's been wearing on you too much, right? And I think you realize that it's been standing in the way of you getting your love, bringing your love in, having a better love relationship. Remember, you're exhibiting beaver energy. So beaver, the animal spirit, is very protective, right? And I feel like, whatever you were dealing with before was quite dangerous. It was really affecting you. It was affecting your family, I think, perhaps your loved ones, your relationship. It was, it was really starting to attack your life. You were starting to be attacked on all sides. And I think you just put a stop to that. You just pulled yourself out of that situation, right? To protect yourself and your family. I think you were very worried about something happening, something dangerous perhaps happening, or something that would ruin or put, or jeopardize your family in some way. And I'm not talking about like life or death dangers. I'm just talking about like, something that would have been detrimental to the family, to the well-being and the livelihood of your family or those that you care about. And I think you were worried about that. So whatever energies you were around, you've definitely pulled yourself. I think you've extricated yourself from that very quickly to kind of protect yourself and your loved ones. And here's the Lovers card, right? Again, coming right in. So it's, you're protecting the ones you love. You're also, if you're in a relationship, you're protecting your relationship at all costs. King of Wands coming in. So King of Wands, right? So he is the king of he's the inventor. He's the inspirational one. He's the one who knows how to follow his passions and see his vision manifest. He has established himself. Look, the children, the grandchildren are all around. He has a good status in, amongst himself, his peers, his community, his family. Everybody respects him, right? He's proven himself, and he's proven his heart and his passions are true. And I believe that this is a mentor perhaps coming in for you, Pisces. This is someone that's coming in that you really respect in the near future. I think that's going to help you find your way a little bit through some of this that you're coming out of. I think you felt quite lost recently, and you've turned away from some situations because of that feeling. I think this person, this mentor, or it could be a relative or a friend, is really going to help you kind of find your way a little bit. And help you see things for what they really are. You've been with the star and the moon. That's very, typical Pisces. I don't want to say typical. Nobody's typical. But that's very like, daydream, wishing. I'm daydreaming. I'm daydreaming about my fantasies, what I'd love to see for my future. And it's like sometimes when we get caught up in that energy, especially Pisces, you can get very much stuck in that energy, right? That can also be an indication here. This reversal is that, whereas you normally would have that fighting energy to fight off the attacks, here you're stuck. You're not fighting anything off also. That can also be an indication. That's why I generally, reversals for me, Because they can go either way. They can be an extreme of either side. It's a disharmony of the cards. So it's somewhere it's extreme. It could either way. It could be that you just don't have the energy at all that normally you would be told to exhibit here to get through this, right? And it could be that instead of getting through it, you've just, like I said before, you've just completely blocked it out. You've just completely left that situation. But that's also a cutting, a cauterizing. That means you're not dealing with those people, that job, nothing. You've totally pulled yourself away, right? So I feel like that's more of the case, right? Because of the protectiveness of the beaver. The beaver would never stand still. The beaver would never be kind of frozen and not fighting. And so for that reason, right, that's why I'm reading this card as being you instead of being frozen and not being able to fight off this energy, you've literally just completely pulled away. It's not even a case of a fight. You've just cut that connection from those people or that environment that's causing you that kind of distress. You're no longer going to be dealing with them, seeing with them, talking to them, you know. And again, like I say, King of Wands is coming in and Page of Wands is coming in as well, right? And this could be a young person that you're dealing with that's coming into you, that you may be mentoring. Remember, the Lamb is at the bottom, and the Lamb represents youth as well. Right, it represents youth, young people, people that need to be, you know, the part of our society, the most vulnerable, that needs to be protected and guided and nurtured, right? So, Page of Wands, I think also you've got, you know, instead of embodying this energy, I think this is individuals that are coming towards you in the next 2 to 4 weeks that you're going to be interacting with. It could be that this is a young person as a result of this love connection. You could be in a love connection with somebody who already has children or already has responsibility for some young children, and that person is coming towards you looking for mentorship. Just as someone else is coming in to mentor you, Pisces. Okay? So, yeah, you've had a tricky situation, some rough scenarios, interactions with individuals and those around you, some anxiety, but you're dealing with it, right? You're coming through it, and your love life is taking a bit of a center stage. You're employing energy to protect that love life and to protect the family that you have. For those of you who are in a family, who do have a family where children are involved. It could be, if you're not in a family, you could just be protecting your relationship with your loved one, with your partner. This is definitely for people who are involved, all right? This is not a singles reading. This is for somebody who is involved or at least has people in their life that they have a responsibility, or they feel as though they have a responsibility to care for and protect. All right? So I hope this resonates with somebody, some of you Pisces out there in that situation. I hope this is a clear message for you as well of what you could be looking forward to. Give us some clarity, thought on this reading for Pisces, full moon, May 2019. Help us out with this reading to clarify each card in turn and get a deeper message about why, reaffirmations, warnings. Okay, show me for Pisces, May 2019. Show me. All right, here we go. So on the moon, you have victory, 6 of Wands, 9 of Swords on the 8 of Cups, cruelty, definitely. The Universe card coming out again, the Chariot on that star, excellent. The oppression, 10 of Wands, yeah, there's been a lot of oppression there. Lover's card clarified by 2 of Wands, so you definitely feel like you've had to fight. High Priestess. And Death. So there's a change. At the bottom, you have 6 of Discs, which is success on a material level, right? So the discs on your material level, there's definitely in your as far as your money, right? there's success. You're doing all right because you're working for it. You're working hard for it. You're juggling everything, right? But in your private life, in your family life, and in your interactions with your friends, this is where all the turmoil seems to be, right? And so again, that moon is like, you have a victory down here, six of wands, right? So six of wands talks about coming together. All the forces are working together, right? And everything is in harmony. Jupiter and Leo, right? Your vision, you're seeing your vision come to fruition. The way the energies are working towards your vision and manifesting what it is your vision is for your life is all working together, and you feel like you're winning, right? You feel like you're winning. And I think that that's the energy that's going to be coming in for you, or as a result of this work that's coming up, of these individuals and this work that you're doing through here. See, the moon, right? A lot of times with Pisces, right, the moon is where they feel the safest. That kind of inward looking, that kind of inward daydreaming and fantasy world, right? Where they really go into their deep desires. That's where they feel most comfortable sometimes, right? And it's like the Six of Wands is outside victory, right? So you need for some of that feeling to come to the surface in a way, right? This is what you're seeking. You're seeking a feeling of being victorious, of being all right, of everybody working together and working in concert, not working against you. Where here is the Seven of Wands, you feel everyone's working against you, attacking you, right? But here's the Six of Wands, and here everyone is working together, and that's really what you want, and that's what you've been fantasizing about, I believe, right? Daydreaming about. But the actual work of doing that, sometimes Pisces can daydream too much, you know. But this is what you're kind of is on your mind. This is what you're seeking, right? And yet you still feel very disappointed. You know, here in your relation, especially in your love relationships, remember you've decided to leave those type of relationships behind and go to something better because of all of this cruelty as well. Nine of Swords is also talking about just having experienced a lot of pain. You know, this is Mars and Gemini energy. So a lot of cruelty, a lot of pain. People have been really mean. They've been cruel with your feelings, right? Cruel in their communications, you know, just say any old thing to you, not worry about hurting your heart. You know, it's no wonder that you've dove right into your kind of like pulling away into your fantasy world, right? To try and feel some kind of sense of confidence or power, because in the real world, you really have felt kind of like almost abused in a way, kind of powerless, you know, put upon, you know, a lot of pain. And this anxiety as well, you know. So you have the Universe card coming here. And it's letting you know that this is, again, Nine of Swords is anxiety. It's not necessarily real, but it's anxiety. This is my PTSD card. This is like your post-traumatic stress disorder card. You know, it's not that it's not real, but it's as a result of what you've gone through already that's already passed. So it's like, you know, you really need to work through that. And the Universe card talks about kind of like closing up the Universe card is all about like looking at things from a cosmic level, right? Karmic level, closing karmic cycles, understanding why certain things happen and how you have to pay that karmic price sometimes, you know? What you reap is what you sow. And so that energy is going to help you get through some of this anxiety that has been haunting you, that you've just come out of. You know, look inside yourself. Do you really is there something you have to pay for? Have you done something wrong, or are you just anxious? Are these fears really real? Or what's going to happen? You know, look back at your life and see, you know, who are you, Pisces? You know, do you deserve to suffer under these anxieties, right? I mean, sometimes, you know, we worry, and then if we take a moment to really look at things and look at our lives and how we lived our lives, and I'm talking about being honest, right? We see, like, well, what have I done to this? Do I deserve this? I don't, you know, and you'll find out you'll see for yourself that a lot of times you worry about me, everybody worries about unnecessary pain when we don't look at our situation, you know, from the whole picture and see, well, you know, why would, you know, why? You know, why am I fearing this? You know, I don't deserve this. I haven't done anything to bring this on. So why worry about it? Why worry about, you know, things that haven't happened yet? Okay? But again, that's all about the healing process, right? It's all about healing. So this is what this is about, Pisces. You know, you need to heal from some things that have happened. Again, the star card here, right? Star and moon in the same reading. So really wish fulfillment, really trying to manifest a vision, your wish. I wish upon a star, you know, it's hope, having a lot of hope. But there's movement coming, right? Chariot. And I believe that you're going to do more. You're going to be more physically involved in manifesting your wishes and your dreams. You know, it's time for you to take some action and to move. Right? And I believe, again, here, this is why Seven of Wands is upside down. Like I said, you've taken a very real action to come away from a situation that's very painful, that's very damaging. That's Chariot energy, moving forward on your destiny and leaving the ship behind. Here to clarify, you have Ten of Wands, and that is closure. Ten of Wands is oppression, but it's also closure and starting something new. You recognize the pressure, the oppression. You recognize how the two forces are not really working together, but they're working in opposite of each other, right? To come down on you, right? Saturn and Sagittarius, so being stuck, not being expansive. So yeah, that oppressive feeling, I mean, the only way to deal with that is to break away from it completely. Break away. Again, 10 is closing the cycle to start a new cycle. So I think that clarifies the feeling I had very well, that you needed to break away from this energy, whether it's a group, people, a social circle, an environment that you've been hanging out in or that you've been socializing in or party to, family issues, whatever that bubble is that's been causing you so much strife, so much that's been making you feel so oppressed and so attacked in that way. You've really decided to just completely step away and go into a new cycle in your life and not even entertain that anymore, right? And that's definitely the Ten of Wands, realizing that and moving forward and away from that, starting something new, coming away from energies that no longer serve you. You've been having to fight. There's been fighting. Two of Wands again. You feel like you really haven't been having to fight with your lover or in your love life to keep your love life. And that could be as well this oppression. You realize this has been affecting your love life. There's your Two of Wands. So Dominion, that's Mars and Aries. So that's fighting for what you want. And I believe that now, you know, that action that you've taken, you have just taken or about to take or in the process of taking, is you exhibiting that beaver energy, that protective family energy, that warlike energy, right? Tibetan warheads on both of the wands there. That warlike, I'm going to get what I want. I'm going to protect my love, my relationships. I'm not going to lose that to these forces. I'm going to protect that and fight for them, right? And so, again, why the card is in reverse, because I think it's a lot of passion that you have to exhibit to come through that. King of Wands coming in, and like I said, covered by the High Priestess. So that's being really in touch with your High Priestess is the magic. She has the magic that allows the magician to manifest his vision, right? To manifest the things that he needs and looks for in his life. So the High Priestess is total psychic energy, wisdom beyond, you know, with wisdom of the divine, of the universe, wisdom of past life and future lives, being so in touch with her soul that she, you know, she no longer sees time. She understands. She knows things before they're going to happen almost, right? Because of her deep sense of wisdom and her deep connection with herself. So the High Priestess talks about deep spirituality, sensitivity, right? Intuition, psychic ability. Perfect card for you, Pisces. You tend to exhibit a lot of these traits when you are at your high vibration. And this is what this King of Wands is going to bring out in you. Your natural psychic, intuitive abilities that you have. And I think it's going to be kind of like a recharging for you. Again, I see this as a mentor coming in, recharging your spiritual side, your spiritual battery after all of this work that you've had to deal with. Okay? And the change, death. Here comes the death to clarify this Page of Wands, the change. As a result of this, there's a big change, a change in you, a change in who you are, a change in how you, how you attack your life now, how you relate to your peers and your people around you. This has really affected you. This whole process is affecting you. It's a healing process, certainly. It's a lesson. And I think that that's something that's going to impact this Page of Wands. Whoever this person is you're dealing with that's coming in for you, there's going to be a change in that relationship as well. I believe, again, that this is a young person coming to you because they need you. They want your guidance, right? They might be quite ambitious, and they look up to you. And your whole relationship with this young person, I believe, is going to change. And I believe it's going to change, hopefully, for the better. Because it's coming under here, the King of Wands and High Priestess. It could be as well that this person who's coming in is also going to help you, right, learn how to deal, or help you figure out how to deal with this young person here, right? And so the death comes in because it's changing in a positive way. Right? Your approach is changing, and it's going to be reborn. Your relationship with this person is going to be completely reborn. All right, so let's get, wow, what a beautiful reading about change and renewal, fighting for your family, fighting for your loved ones, Pisces. I can see you doing that. You're very, very protective of those that you love, like all water signs. Very loyal, very protective of your family. All right, Archangels, please give us some messages to help our beautiful Pisces through this period. This full moon period for May 2019. Show us 3 cards for Pisces, right? For this very special reading, very unique, specific reading. I hope this resonates with some of you out there who are going through something like this. Please comment below. All right, angels, show me. Third eye chakra, that's right. Open up the third eye. Integrity, always maintain integrity. And parents, there you go. And that's what I was talking about. Young person is involved here. It might be you that's the parents. You may be dealing with your own parents. Third eye chakra is safe for you to see the energy of love in all of its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. So yeah, open up that third eye, okay? You've got messages coming in. Just like I said, this High Priestess energy is coming in, right? You're going to be getting into that, all right? That's your psychic energy. Open up your third eye for the messages. Integrity. Align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. You always must employ integrity. I think integrity is something that you have to have. You know, I mean, who would ever choose not to have integrity? I don't know how you would choose not to have. I think that's something that everybody would choose. But accomplishing it is difficult. It's hard, right? So where you may not consciously say, no, I don't care if I have integrity, getting it accomplished is difficult. And so, again, Beaver energy, Mars and Aries pushing through, being in touch with your High Priestess, all of that will maintain your integrity while you're dealing with this oppression that you've been dealing with, while you've been dealing with some of this pain that you've been going through. And parents, again, like I say, it's the most interesting thing to me here is this forward energy coming with the King of Wands and Page of Wands. Very fiery individuals, but yes, the divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother or father. So again, you could be going through a healing process. This person, King of Wands, could be a parent coming in for you to help you through this period, to heal with you through this period, right? Some of this disappointment in your relationships in the past could be for family disappointments that now are beginning to heal because you've taken a stand. All right? this is how the messages can relate to various scenarios, right? You take bits of it and you think about your own. This is not only necessarily in a love relationship with two people. This could be your relationships with your families. There are multiple cups here. So it could be your family, you know, multiple familials that you've had a really difficult relationship with and you've pulled away. You've decided to pull away from the family, and there's been a lot of pain associated with that. And anxiety here. So it translates to a family issue as well. And then pulling away from that family issue sometimes can help your relationship with your lover. Now, this is certainly a lover's card. But we all have been, well, not all of us, but I know I've been there where family have interfered with marriage, my marriage, or my relationship with my loved one, right? And the minute I decided, or we decided to pull away from that negative energy, our love relationship began to increase and get better. All right, so that's definitely what we're talking about here, parents, all right? And again, you could be the parent, or your parent could be coming in for you, helping you be a better parent to your child or stepchild or niece or nephew, okay? So this is the reading for Pisces. I hope it resonates with someone out there. If it does, please like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to hit that bell so you get notified on all my videos, not just some of my videos. And this is a long video, so for now, I'm just going to cut it short and tell you all, I love you, Pisces. Have a wonderful full moon. Bye-bye.